Artie McYarty here with another one. Hey folks, yep, it's that time again. Gonna throw down some lawn soil and we're gonna plug some plugs in to our soil, into our lawn. So, it seems like end of the day, this is just a pain in the butt, but at the same time, it's like a reset, right? Here in Northeast Florida, we get these really nasty freezes. And, it's survival of the fittest over here, especially in my lawn, right? There's pieces of the lawn that survive, they're tough, and they do it, and they commit. Then there's these pieces, these patches, these areas that just quit, right? Such is life. So, what do? Buy some plugs, buy some sod, buy some soil, amend your soil, get rid of some of the nasty thatch, kind of rake it up, get the oxygen in there, and keep chugging along, right? Keep looking forward. Don't despair. You know what I'm saying to you? Don't feel defeated, I guess is what I'm trying to explain. Don't feel defeated. Up in the north, they reseed, right? They do the resets over there too. This is just a little bit of a different approach here in the south. With that said, let's get to it. And you know what? I'd like to mention every time I've taken my lawn on one patch at a time, those areas have only gotten stronger, have only gotten better over time. The more soil you keep putting down, the more amendments you keep putting down, the stronger your turf continually gets. These are just some of the older areas, some of the nasty bottom of the barrel cultivars, from the builder, that type of thing. And I would like to rationale by saying that I am just attacking one patch at a time until I reach the ultimate supreme greatness of this lawn. But you be the judge, right? As you watch my videos, as the months go on, as the years go on, you'll see is the lawn getting stronger and stronger and thicker and more dense. And like I said, such is life. Very simply put, that's what I do. I don't even want to call it as a dethatch per se, but I'll get the rake here and there. I'll kind of scuff up the dead material, get it out of there some degree, right? Fluff it up, throw down the soil, spread the soil nice and evenly, leave the soil fluffy. Do not step all over it and compact it. You don't have to do any of that. It will naturally just kind of fluff out and settle down over time as it naturally rains, as the roots start growing and everything. And then those rhizomes will take over, And then for the bigger areas where there's just, more room and there's no rhizomes or anything going on over there, that's where you want to put down plugs or sod, whatever you feel makes more sense to you, right? If it's like a 20 by 20 foot area type of thing or bigger, then you might want to just do sod, right? But if there's like how mine is where it's kind of sparsy, then throw down some plugs. The thing I like about plugs is they have their full roots. What I do is I kind of dig out the roots a little bit, just jostle them up, and then just plop the plug right in there. Make sure the soil is packed in. I step on the plug. I do kind of smush the plug in there just one last time to make sure that there's no air gaps or anything like that. So it's the kind of like you folks with the seeding. You do seed the soil contact. Think of it that way. Water it in for a few seconds, and you're done, right? Use your normal irrigation and rainfall as normal. Don't do anything extra. And you're done. You're good to go. Alrighty. Just so you know, the lawn soil is called lawn soil, and it's from Scott's. About $7. I've been getting it from either Home Depot or Lowe's. And it's $7 a bag. I forgot what it covers, like a cubic foot and a half or something like that. It's very soft, very fine, and it's enriched nutrients in there. It does have a teeny tiny little bit of fertilizer, like I'm talking 0.05 or something like that, or 0.5 per macro. Also, the sod plugs lately, I've been just getting them from Lowe's because it's a lot closer than going to Ace Hardware. And lately, the quality I've seen on them are pretty good. It's also by Scott's. It says Scott's Pro, so I don't know if it's Floratam or if it's Pro Vista or what. But you know what? It's deep. It's dark green, deep dark green. It's good. It's doing the job. So I'm sticking with it. And that's about $14 a tray, and I believe there's 16 sod pods in that tray. And each of them, recommendation would be to put them, 2-3 feet apart from each other. I don't follow that recommendation. I put them a few inches away from each other in some cases. Whatever I feel like. You know what I mean? Sometimes I've taken the whole damn thing and just plopped it right into a dead spot, instead of sod. That's how much I can't stand sod, because you have to water it every single day, and you have to worry about it getting fried up in these hot spring and summer days. You're growing the roots from scratch, whereas sod pod plugs, like I said, they have full-on roots in there. But do yourself a favor. If you have a massive area that you need to cover with soil, definitely go to some place like, a service. Call a service that, I'll give an example. Liberty, for example, they sell palm trees and a lot of stuff, but they sell services, right? They'll come out and they'll dump soil on your driveway or on your yard by the yard. You buy it by the yard, and each yard covers whatever X amount of square footage, right? You do the math, they'll do the math for you. Let's say you need a few yards, right, of soil, and then you can either shovel it and spread it yourself with spreaders and everything, or you could hire a service. They have those motorized spreaders, I think are pretty badass. You can do that. I'm just doing it the hard way because that's just who I am, and I'm cheap, so I just do kind of like one little project at a time, if that makes sense, even though technically this is not the cheaper route, I would say. But yeah, if you have a large area, like let's say this entire lawn here is 3,000 square feet, right, and you want to do the entire lawn, call the service up, let them drop the soil for you, and then either you yourself or your team of friends, you guys can spread it on your own, or you can have them do that as well. But it can be $1,000 or more to do an area like that. Just make sure you do your due diligence. Dig, and dig deep. Check for rocks. Check for construction debris. Check for bugs, grubs. Check for chinch bugs. That's a real problem in this area. Chinch bugs, right? Chinch bugs you'll be able to find right away. They're somewhat on the surface, right? They're at the crown of the grass. Don't just check the dead areas. Check part of the dead areas where it's at the border of the new growth, right? Or of the healthy growth, I should say. So like I said, grubs, chinch bugs, mole crickets, bugs in general, right? Make sure that you're doing your due diligence. And then, like I said, debris, new construction debris and all that. I've done all these checks, right? My situation is strictly the freeze. This is a massive open area that's right here, and it gets direct sunlight pounding on it. It gets the wind pounding on it. And then lastly, it gets the freeze pounding on it. There's nothing protecting it in or near or around it. So once I've determined that, yeah, this is just the freeze areas that are destroying some areas and a shitty cultivar, that's where I said, you know what, I'm just going to little by little do the soil amendment, little by little, sprinkle the plugs in and around, and I'm going to see it slowly become a lawn and get better and better over time.